Everybody, what's up? It's LK, the God of the Fire Squad. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. One, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, just like me. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Gang. Hey, you know I've been recording this whole time.
Stop it.
This is good content.
This is great content.
Tonight.
All right. Also, we have a special guest back for the second time. She was with us on the coveted episode of Smoke and Fire, where we were talking about a lot of egregious stuff and giving our opinions on parenthood. Whitney.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I was choking on chicken wings.
Oh. Oh man.
That's
the intro.
That's the intro. All right.
Oh.
Vital information.
All right, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of The Dirt You Are Jays. I'm your host, LK the God, the Deity Mogul. I'm here with people from the Fire Squad Militia FSOD Burn Up Gang. You know, I got Bubsy Wubsy here. I got the Certified Technical here. And B Mac Militant, Michael Vick Forever. Get your dogs together. You know what I'm saying? And we have a symbol to talk about the new slate of anime that just ended. And it ended kind of abruptly. It was a good run while it lasted. The GOAT came back. Ichigo came back. Chainsaw Man blew on the scene. I'm here to jump out the window on Chainsaw Man. It's shaking up my top 5. I'm jumping out the window right now. Chainsaw Man probably is in my top 5 right now. Let's get first thoughts on Chainsaw Man.
That show is easily now I haven't gotten all the way to the finish, so I won't I'm not going to say don't spoil it for me because I've also read the manga, but I was really surprised that Chainsaw Man was even going to get made into an anime. But after seeing the fervent enthusiasm for that manga, it really reminds me a lot of Fire Fist. And realistically, I just love that anime is getting to that level where we can finally truly have more adult content without it being just kitschy and fan servicey. I remember when anime had adult content, it was Guyver, and it was there wasn't anything wrong with Guyver, but the story was more about the gore than anything else. Chainsaw Man really knows how to balance that with a compelling story and with compelling characters, and honestly just still have that sort of anime flair of characters kind of just being almost stupid but stupidly smart at the same time. I love it, and the visual style is just incredible. It's incredible.
So, have both of y'all read the manga?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not spoiling anything if we talk about certain stuff. So, what was your first thoughts, B-Mac?
I mean, if it wasn't for Bleach, this would have been #1 for me for this little fall winter season. We don't really got to talk about nothing else, but yeah, everything he said, the animation, it was better animated than Bleach. Shit was fluid, one of the best jumps in some years, matter of fact, just in terms of the quality, let alone the storyline itself. That's always going to be crazy. But yeah, that's animated. Yeah, I don't care what else come out this year.
Honestly, even with Bleach, I feel like they really, pulled out every stop on Bleach, but I almost feel like they knew they had competition. Bleach knew that it could not loaf on this one. And because they had competitors out here just doing crazy stuff, we're getting past cool animation and getting to I think this really started with Mob Psycho 100, where
Mhm.
you didn't just have good animation, but you had good animation that was stylistic. It was unique, you know. And I feel like Chainsaw Man is really doing that. Like that's what its strong suit is.
It don't look like nothing else.
Yeah, yeah.
So I asked y'all, did y'all read the manga? Because I really want to talk about that vomit scene because I know it was drawn, but watching that shit it literally almost made me throw up. I swear to God. Like it was so disgusting when he ate that girl vomit. I always threw up in his
Yeah.
It's more, and people might argue with me about this, but I like this more than Jujutsu Kaisen. I understand it more. I relate to it more.
Oh yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen
I like it
is
more.
a fucking mess of information. Sorry, I can
It's,
definitely see that shit being harder to understand.
it's okay to like it more, Hook, but why do you relate to it more? Why are you relating more to this?
Like
what
Jujutsu
about this do you
Kaisen-
relate to? You know what? I'm a chill.
I can expound on it. Jujutsu Kaisen is, it's a good action anime show with powers and superpowers, but this show is very, very gritty. It's not really about superpowers. It's hilarious. It's bloody. It's gory, and it's funny as hell. Like, and basically the art. I'm not really the biggest. I don't have the biggest detractors for art styles or whatever because I'm a nigga that likes records of Ragnarok. But it's beautiful too. So I'm like, yeah, this show is dope, and I really want to learn more about it.
Yeah,
and
it's definitely.
I kind of connect to it more than Jujutsu Kaisen in that way because I don't even understand what the fuck is happening in Jujutsu Kaisen most of the time when I watch it.
And I think I agree with you in that sense. I joke, but like it also is a more relatable story aside from all the supernatural shit, right? It's more relatable in the sense of like Jujutsu Kaisen is just a regular nigga being thrown into non-regular nigga situations, right? Where Chainsaw Man is a nigga that I feel like a lot of us relate to. It's a true underdog story of like, yo, you are just at the worst of the worst possible situation, and someone just happens to show up by the grace of whatever deity that you pray to, and doesn't save you, but at least gives you some of the tools for you to save yourself. And now you're over here doing everything you can for yourself and just trying to get through life.
This man was homeless, eating trash, literally trash, and then he got the opportunity to link up with a pet demon, and he gets killed, and he comes back, and he gets like
horrifically murdered.
Like, yeah, but he gets stuff that normal people get, and he's happy for it. Like, I think it was one episode he was like excited for like a jam sandwich or something. Like that was like the shit to him.
Chainsaw Man is a show about appreciation, man. Like that's something that I can say I related to. Just being like, not to make this a sob story, but like I'm a nigga and I didn't always have certain things, and I appreciate like, oh man, my mom used to make buttered toast, and I thought it was the fucking bee's knees, man. Like, because we didn't always have butter and we didn't always have toast, so whenever we had both at the same time, it was dope as fuck. And I had other friends who were like that too. Like I know everybody had that friend who used to get excited when they used to serve pizza in the cafeteria. You know what I mean? So it was just like, yeah, bro, it's fucking pizza day. So when you grow up a certain way, not saying I was impoverished, but like if you don't have things all the time, you appreciate the little things. And I think that's also what made the story so relatable. Is this is a person who is appreciating life through a new lens after being fucking viciously murdered. Like after you get viciously murdered, yeah, every cheeseburger is going to taste like it's fucking filet mignon.
So I remember one of my classmates in high school, he used to eat pizza every lunch, every single lunch. When I say every single lunch, every motherfucking single lunch. Now, I'm a nigga who loves pizza. I die for pizza. I choose pizza over a lot of things in my life, honestly. But I'm not eating pizza every lunch. It would make me hate pizza. But he would eat pizza every lunch and dip it in ketchup. And it was so strange to me. Like he would dip his pizza in ketchup. I've never seen that before, but go ahead.
So I guess needless to say, you guys are no longer friends.
I mean, I don't see him anymore. Maybe he's dipping his pizza in better ketchup. I don't know. Maybe
They got the artisanal ketchup now.
yeah, maybe it's Heinz or Hunch artisanal. I don't know. Maybe it's has an au jus in it. I don't know. He's fucking talking.
That is
But yeah,
wild. That is wild. But yeah,
I
quality
like
show.
Chainsaw Man.
Quality show. That is definitely on my top recommendations this anime season. You know, I feel like it goes without saying. I won't go too deep into it, but like, you know, My Hero just does not miss.
Oh, My Hero. God damn.
Yeah.
People, hey, B-Mac, I see the face you're making right now. People hate on My Hero. Listen, people hate on My Hero. I don't understand it. They say Deku cry too much. I'm like, he probably got more solo W's than your favorite goddamn pro tag, if we being honest.
On some real.
He ain't
On
crying
some
no
real.
more.
And wait till you see what the fuck he do when the season pick back up. With this month, a couple weeks, whenever the second half of the season come out. This probably his best arc coming up. This whole arc, probably his best little jump. Y'all can stop crying after this one. I mean, just for Deku, like, you know, the animation still a little.
I never understood it, bruh. I never understood it because early days of motherfucking Black Clover, that nigga Asta voice was very annoying. It was very annoying.
We can't appreciate like growth in these characters. Like niggas want Goku day one. First of all, niggas think that Dragon Ball Z was Goku day one, so they don't get to talk. But niggas just want Goku day one. It's like, no, this nigga's a child and he just got something pushed on him that was supposed to save the world. Like, yeah, he gonna fucking cry. But
Oh yeah.
It's stupid. Like he's supposed to cry. Niggas like 12. And now he got the fate of the world in the palm of his hands, bro. Come on.
And he's still not to mention.
And
I think right now at oldest,
this
he's gonna be like 14.
Yeah, this is first freshman year of high school, and like this
Yeah, he's
series
14.
started in like a normal space as far as like anime is concerned. Wasn't no villains. Life was just good. Like this, he's a sheltered ass kid. So yeah, he's gonna cry. But that's all about to be over with. So
that's right. People forget that he also was sheltered and he was not going to regular school with everybody else at first.
Dog, think about it like this, brother. Dog, from day one, he didn't have quirks. And then he built his body up, cleaned that whole beach up. And then on top of him getting trained, the League of Villains kept running up on them. Every single step of the way. They never had time to really train or do anything. They was on the field day one. Shit was going down, and that
every time
people down. Because
every
you
time
know
they
his
have an
classmates
event,
can't do nothing that for real. Like, let's be honest. There's a lot of useless people in this universe. I understand that, but Deku and Todoroki and Bakugo, they're important and they do a lot of stuff. I don't understand the hate. What was you about to say?
I got a question. You actually bring up something that makes me wonder, right? Hopefully, I don't know what the timer is, but hopefully this doesn't go too long. But I remember there was a scene recently. Spoilers? Can we do spoilers?
Yes, yeah, we can dance.
Yeah. Okay. So there was a scene recently where, what was his name? Shika, the white hair nigga. I don't know why I can't. Thank you, Shigaraki. Was over here trying to get after Deku because like the will of All For One is up at his booty cheeks and to make him do shit. And all of a sudden Endeavor is over here just like, yeah, like Endeavor's over here like, why is he going after Deku? And I'm over here thinking like, yo, I think the theme of My Hero is All Might just be fucking up and just won't stop, because it just occurred to me, All Might's been keeping this a secret from only some people, right? And now Endeavor is like, why is he chasing Deku? I just thought about that. If I was on, like, I'm thinking about it from like a soldier's point of view. Like I haven't served in the military, but I do like to watch a lot of paramilitary stuff. If you didn't have that intel, I'd be pissed. Like if I'm a soldier and all of a sudden,
like if I'm a soldier, nigga, the number one soldier, the best nigga you got.
Exactly, bro. Like I'm fucking Captain America right now, and I don't know that Thanos is going after Vision because he's got the last Infinity Stone, and we put Vision on the front line. That's essentially what All Might just did again, like just constantly. And it never is like, why is he going that way? And I'm just like, boy, when you find out, you're gonna have egg on your face. Just straight up, like All Might just cannot stop. And then Bakugo knows, but no, like yeah, fucking Deku every time is just constantly in the situation, and people are just pulling up on him, and everybody's just like, why do they keep pulling up on us?
And see, that's another thing. Like we all love All Might, but the nigga's terrible.
Oh yeah,
Like he has like one of the worst mentors I've ever seen. Like it's easy to like the dude, but like the nigga's stupid. Like
are you
the
talking
manga
about
Expound on it,
Speedy?
please.
anime right now, like it's so much more he could have done, but he's just not smart at all. And
Wait, are
he
you
don't
talking about
talk
the
to
Speedy
nobody.
nigga?
Huh?
You talking about the Speedy nigga
No,
or
I'm talking about
Shorty
All
with?
Might.
Yeah, like when you say his mentor, because he had
Not
two. Because he
Deku's mentor, just specifically All
oh
Might. Then he got to
okay
be with
All
the
Might.
mentor. Like
yeah. Yeah. Also,
Damn.
My Hero has shown me that as people age, their entire body type changes. Because I can't remember what that
I
Speedy
don't
nigga.
understand it.
Like that shit is
Gran
not-
Torino, I don't
Yes,
understand it. I was telling you
bruh,
about that.
3 feet tall, bro. He was a grown man in the past.
bruh.
I'm
That
like,
man
bro,
lost
does this
spine.
physiology change or something? But I want to see a movie based on him in his younger days. He was probably the shit back in the day.
Fuck yeah,
Like,
bro.
real
You get a
talk.
prime All Might movie. Let the nigga
Well,
be good for
yeah.
something, because he ain't good for shit right now. Your apprentice
Yeah.
knows more about your quirk than you did. You just I love
He was
All
just
Might. That
bad.
nigga useless. Yeah, he's
And you know what's
Oh
terrible?
man.
You know
all the
what's
shit is fault.
you know what's really terrible? I don't know what the fuck All Might's quirk was. Like, does
He was
anybody
real
know?
strong and real fast, but that's it.
Yeah, like I don't, and
That's the
there's a
only
lot of that.
aspect of that quirk that he got. Like he just strong as shit. In fact,
Not to
but it
mention
worked
he's
better for him
never
because he was already like buff as shit and ready for that quirk. But that's it. It just made him
so,
more of what he was.
and that's the other part that's I'm over here like wondering like, okay, you got all these 8 users quirks in you. None of any of the world ever saw you use a single one of them, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, Deku, that's a black whip. Like my first question would be, oh my, why didn't you use this? You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen you use float. I've never seen you use black whip. I've never seen you use any of this. Like
So
I've only seen
he's
you be a
going to
strong
say
ass nigga.
he's going to say I didn't know we had all this shit. Like this
Yeah.
this never happened when I
This
had
is
the
the
quirk.
Sonic
Even though like I had better use of the quirk than you ever did, but this never happened to me.
And you know the worst part about all this
no
to
shit.
me too is we all forgave Jiraiya for being in this exact situation. Because remember, like Jiraiya only looked like a frog because he didn't really do it right, and then Naruto over here like, oh yeah, I just look like a human with frog
All
ass.
Might
What's
gotta
up?
die. He gotta die. I mean, he's going to, but he gotta die.
Shit, all right.
He'll
Let
get
him know
my
how you really feel. Be mad.
he'll get my sympathy then, just like Jiraiya.
I mean, he
God
could die,
damn.
bro. Yeah. I mean, I do want to. He could die, but I do want a prime movie, like a prime All Might versus like a prime like All for One or whatever. Let's watch that. I want to see a prime drop.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
would
so
love a movie for
speaking of
that.
prime,
They owe us that.
speaking
Job.
of prime shit,
Yeah, I would
let's
definitely love a
speak
movie for that.
about.
I would love that scene where he actually got that injury. I would love to see that.
Now, let me talk to all the Bleach haters for a second. Let me rant for a second, right? Let me rant.
They not
Let's
here.
hear
So,
it.
Bleach came back, you know, part of the original Big Three, as it were, if you will. And there has been a lot of hate placed on Bleach for having a circular story, if you would. You know, a circular story. They keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but you got to understand who your protag is, who one of the famous protags is. And it came back in our lifetime. And I don't think y'all really deserve this shit for real. How dope it is now. So I'm like, you gotta put Bleach back in your top 5 now. The animation is beautiful. The fights are devastating. We got real consequences. We got a real fucking villain now. Shit is going down. First thoughts on Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yes, I will say I am a little remiss because it's not often that an anime outdoes the manga. Like I grew up in the generation where that was a rarity. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I grew up in a generation where that was a rarity, and I feel a little bad for Tide Kubo. Well, I think it did. I think Yu Yu Hakusho was better anime than the manga,
Yeah,
but like that was
well,
like one of the few ones, and it was only better because they actually did go into more story with certain things in the anime. But it was a rarity. It was a rarity. And I was really surprised to see this, and it wasn't just better animated. Like, and I think that was a huge part of it because if anyone read the manga, by the time we got to the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, it was a big problem with the art. Like Tide Kubo just got lazy as fuck.
Yeah, I think he was sick too. But he's
Yeah, he was
involved in
also
the anime, so that's probably why you get a lot more, comes off better than the manga. But he was sick and time restraints and all that shit. So
yeah, there was a lot
yeah.
of crazy things happening at the end of that. It was
Fuck
very Neon Genesis Evangelion-esque. But like, yeah, so it kind of just fell by the wayside. The story got a little crazy too. I'm a little weird about how this story is going to go. I'm a little concerned about it because a lot of people had some issues with it. But I can definitely say right now they are putting an insane amount of effort into how this looks, what people are doing. They're focusing on every part that people talked about with the manga. I don't know what's going on in anime world right now, but all of them are just fucking knocks out of the park. Like, we got fucking My Hero. We just got Jujutsu Kaisen, then we got Bleach, and then yeah, it's just all this. But like, yeah, Bleach is not. I still feel more compelled to say like the thing I enjoyed the most this season was Chainsaw Man. But I'll give it to Bleach, man. Like Bleach, the story is better, it looks better, and I just want to be different in that sense. But I will give it to Bleach. And if somebody says Bleach over Chainsaw Man, I'll give it to them because they're just fucking like, yeah, they're also doing things I didn't think they were going to do. Like bodies are dropping and they're showing it.
Oh yeah,
fucking drop it.
Yeah.
All right,
Bleach had.
are we spoiling? Are we spoiling?
Nah.
I'm fine.
I mean, y'all. I mean, yeah, this should been over for 10 years.
Yeah, if you haven't read the manga, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
All right, B-Mac, first thoughts.
I've always been the Bleach champion, like ever since I read that final arc, and yeah, that shit is outperforming the manga so far. Like, I mean, there's some stuff that they cut, but the shit that they cut is mostly like jokes and shit, so that's fine. But yeah, anime of the year, shit, the best one of the last couple years in my opinion. I ain't like My Hero season 5.
I thought it was 6.
He said anime.
No, I'm talking about last season.
Yeah.
He said anime of the season.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm just because like I like the final arc. It was rushed, but I still liked it though. And I always told niggas Bleach was better than One Piece, but we gotta have that conversation. But yeah, somebody pull up a clip of the One Piece anime. Don't do it. It's terrible. But yeah, Bleach the shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all start on the spoilers and shit. Or what's next? What spoilers? What we talking about with spoilers?
Hey, you want to talk about? Hey, we can talk about your boy Yamamoto.
Yeah, see, that might be this past anime season. That might have been the best fight that they had of all the anime that just came. I think that was the best fight, and it was one fucking episode. I can't even remember any other fights if I'm thinking about the Yamamoto and not Yuha.
Yeah. How we saying his name? Is it Yuha or Yonk?
Yuhabaha.
Yeah. It's
watch. I just say watch.
Yeah, that nigga will not say watch. But
they said Yuhabaha. I'm like, that's a bigger upset than Mike Krzyzewski. And you see how that shit is spelled out. I'm like, how the
With a
fuck you
fucking
get that from
K,
that?
bro.
I'm like, how you get that from that? They call you Coach K too. I'm like, how the fuck you? What the fuck? All
But look, that
right.
wasn't even the final boss versus the main character, and it was still the best fight of all this shit that happened. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like they put foot in that motherfucker.
Honestly, one of my favorite fights was damn near the first episode when they pulled up on
Oh, with the
Yamamoto.
hollow. Oh yeah,
Yeah, because like
the Quincy.
I love a fight that has a lot of swag to it. Like that is one of my
that,
favorites. Like,
that fucking arrow, I still think about that shit.
bro, that shit
Like,
fucked me
what
up.
a way to die.
Right? To pull
Big
up,
ass
like, yo, this
arrow.
your
That nigga
man.
said, "Where's your bow? This is my bow." And the nigga threw a fucking spear.
Straight up. That shit was wild.
Like that was the best entrance I've ever seen from any fucking villain on any fucking anime, bro.
And bro, that hurt my soul too, because I fuck with your man. That was one of my favorite characters. I like any upright, uptight type of like individual. And they was like, yeah, body.
Hold on, he was
Like
the
they
nigga with the
lined,
white
like
beard.
Yeah.
the light and thunder nigga.
Oh,
Like they lined this shit up. Like I'm gonna kill your man, your best man, right in front of you. Where will you be sitting at? Because this is where I want this to happen. And the nigga just comes flying in the room, impaled. Like beautiful.
Dude, where will you be sitting at?
Like nigga, the hatred in their hearts, 1,000 years, 999 years, like nigga, they planned that shit perfectly to the centimeter.
I'm
That's the best
impressed.
shit I've ever seen, bro.
I love the way you put that, B-Mac, because I'm impressed. Because think about that, bro. I be forgetting beefs after like, I don't know, a couple months. You know what I'm saying? I be like, I'm not trying to beef with that nigga.
You seen what they did to his men. That nigga will never gonna forget that, bro. If I'm still alive, I'm not gonna forget.
Bro, look, if I'm a nigga in jail and you snitch on me and you get me put in jail for like 30 years, on that 30th year, nigga, I'm on your ass. That's all I'm doing. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like,
nigga.
yo, where he at? Where he at? You know what I'm saying? Where you stay at now? Where's mama live at? She around? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Bleach. Ichigo got 2 swords now. I can't wait to see him use them, man. It's gonna be crazy. All right, so let's move on to Mob Psycho. I mean, even if y'all didn't watch it, I could just talk about it for a second.
Yeah, do your thing.
I mean, the art style was still magnificent.
And that was the final season, right?
Final? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end. Yeah. That was
the end. I don't like the ending. I was gonna say it felt like a bottle. Damn, man. I don't like the way it ended then. Because it felt like the last season of One Piece. I mean, not One Piece, but One Punch Man, where it felt like a bottle. It felt like something's about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Season 2 was just trash altogether. We ain't gotta talk about
I wasn't gonna say that. Like, it feels like it's the bridge season, but our style's still magnificent. It's still, you know, one of my favorite animes, and that's all I can say about it. You know, Mob Psycho.
Yeah, I still haven't finished it. Also,
yeah, I love them short anime, them little short mangas that they adapt, like Chainsaw Man. Like, you could really do like 2 seasons of that shit, cover the whole manga, but they're doing 12 episodes at a time. But if it looked like that, I ain't tripping. But yeah, I like the short ones.
I'm definitely ready for Fire Fist. I was actually really surprised that Dorada or Dorohedoro got a manga. I was a little underwhelmed by that. Like, how did you guys feel about that?
What?
Dorohedoro.
The Netflix count?
Yeah, the lizard-headed dude looking for the wizard that changed him that way so he could like put him in his mouth and have him ask somebody something.
I ain't gonna hold you. I started that show, but I smoke entirely too much weed to watch that show. So
yeah, that's definitely one of those shows.
Really, it's like if Tim Burton made an anime and he was angry at the world. Like, that's what I could say it looks like. Like, it's really strange. It's a strange.
That's why I got to sit down and like focus on that shit.
Like that joint is weird, bro. Like that joint is
Depending on
almost
what you
scary.
say, I might go back.
I'll probably get to it one day. What you think, Bubba? What you think? Should we watch it?
Dora Hey Dora is good-ish. If you are looking for you won't be disappointed, but that's what I can definitely say. You won't finish that and be like, this is a waste of my time. Because it's definitely a good, compelling story. It is just very bizarre. Like when JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where they're saying like, oh, this is bizarre. No, it's just stupid. Like, what are y'all thinking this is? It's just stupid. The characters are stupid. They're doing stupid things. They're kind of racist and sexist and homophobic, whatever. No, that's just dumb. Doro Hey Doro is truly just bizarre. Like, so there's a lot of that going on. I can't agree with Hook more. Like sometimes I will watch it when I'm getting drunk and I'm like, no, I had to pay extra attention to this because they're saying some shit that sounds like nonsense, but if I don't listen for real, it actually will just be nonsense for me. But if you listen closely, it's not. It's definitely one of those types of shows. I was really surprised that it even got a manga. Not sorry, a manga and anime, and I was also even more surprised that it was a 3D anime. So it's odd. It's like if I put it like in the same category as like steampunk. It's a little adventure of the week, a little overarching story, a little just all in this craziness. Honestly, if you've seen Gunhead or Guns Noir, it's a lot like that. I really enjoyed Guns Noir. If you guys have seen that, that's on Funimation as well. It's literally like a detective that has a gun for a head. That's the show.
Yeah. What's that joint? You think that joint lit? What you think about that?
Oh, I loved it. But I'm also a big fan of noir type shows. I used to watch them a lot with my mama growing up. Like we're big fans of like the original Sherlock Holmes and a lot of like LGBT dramas and crime dramas. So it definitely was something that was great for me.
What is the show about?
Okay, so it's the synopsis is that it's in a bit of a cyberpunk type world. There are these augmentations that people got, mostly sponsored by the military. So a little kind of like real life. Little fun fact: the microwave was made in the military. For those people who didn't know that, but a lot of those augmentations were put on soldiers, and they augmented those soldiers to fight a war. The war is over, so a lot of those soldiers kind of became mercenaries and strong-armed people. And what happened was that military, like not unlike America, kind of did some unsavory things, and some other groups did unsavory things and got paid by the government. And those groups ended up being very, very corrupt later on. So not too different from America currently. And the people just had to live with all of these weaponized people. So they ended up just doing a lot of mercenary work, a lot of security work. And our main protagonist is a nigga who had one of the biggest augmentations. Like they really literally replaced his head with a gun. And it, boy, is it a powerful ass gun. And he doesn't let anyone touch his trigger, which I know is a euphemism for a dick. But yeah, it's actually a really cool, compelling. It's a really cool. I swear to God, it's a cool, compelling anime. I'm not aware. I swear to God. But like, yeah, it's a cool, compelling anime. It's a lot of mystery involved with them just going through and solving mysteries that are kind of connected in this overarching story. And it's a very stylistic anime. Honestly, if you like to watch anime for style, if you enjoyed Trigun, if you enjoyed Gungrave, if you enjoyed Gangstar, you'll enjoy this anime.
Okay. All right, B-Mac, let's wrap up nerds with One Piece. We're on break right now.
Hey.
I haven't watched the manga, but y'all can spoil it. Watch the manga. I haven't read all the manga, but y'all can spoil it because I'm probably gonna forget by the time I finish it.
You said which manga?
One Piece.
Oh nah.
Why you say, oh nah? What the fuck?
Oh, you caught up with the anime?
I'm not even like. I think I'm on. Oh, go ahead.
Me, I'm current.
Oh yeah.
On anime. I don't do manga, but I'm current on the anime.
Yeah, as far as the anime is concerned, I'm only on.
It ain't even.
I think I'm on like episode 270 something in the anime, so I'm still crazy behind.
Oh no, I ain't gonna. A lot of shit happened.
You can, bro. You can. It's okay. I swear. I'm on 270 something. It's over 1,000 episodes. Like, I'm not gonna know what you're talking about.
Bro. It's too fucking much.
It is 1,000 episodes, like real talk.
It's more than 1,000, bro.
I watched all of them. It's crazy.
I drop it and pick it back up when they get interesting. Like I can't, man.
Bro, somebody told me recently that Luffy actually never ate a fruit. He's actually a god recently, and I was just like, "What?" It was like somebody was like, "Yeah, it's the god of mischief."
Nah,
okay, like
that nigga's confused. He ate a fruit. It just wasn't what he thought it was.
yeah, I don't even know at this point. I'm not even tripping. I'm over here just like, bro, I'm consuming One Piece because I feel like I'm obligated to as a weeb.
I mean, it's the classic main character's powers, not what you thought it was. It was actually better. Like Austin and shit with his sword. It was one sword at first. And anti-magic. Now you find out that this nigga is just, ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I do miss that trope.
Perfect example.
I do miss that trope. I understand why animes took a break from that trope because I mean, look at Chainsaw Man. Like, there's nothing special about him, and there continues to be nothing special about him, and that's what makes it relatable. But when you want a good shonen, you want that nigga to be badass and just nobody knows it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you in that sense. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on a new episode of the Nerds Who Rock Chain. I was host, LK the God, the Mogul. I was here with B Mac Militant, Bird Falcon himself, and Bugsy, the certified tech nigga. Please join us on all our social media, Fire Squad Network, the Fire Squad Network, and subscribe on YouTube. Leave the notifications on because we have a lot of shit coming this year. It's 2023. We're here to have fun. And leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps our algorithms out and put us where we need to be in all the rating podcasts. Tell us where you love them. Gang.
FSOD. Burn up.
FSOD. FSOD.